The other thing that was interesting about the Yamal is the United States was also worried that if the Soviet Union were supplying too much gas or oil to Europe, that it would reduce their dependency on OPEC countries. And at the time, OPEC was very much under the control of the United States, or very much under the influence of the United States. But there was something else that could have potentially come from that as well, is that there was the potential of doing all of that energy trade potentially outside of the dollar. And this was also a threat that I think the United States was hedging against at the time, even though that's not sort of, it wasn't as big of a talking point then, because that was in the sort of a decade after, the end of Bretton Woods, moving on to the petrodollar. Not just the energy mats, but also the fact that it's outside of the United States' full spectrum dominion, basically. Your thoughts?
Being a legal historian, this is something that goes back to one of those wonderful theories from the 19th century in regards to, for America, in order to maintain its petrodollar, as they used to say, being a sea power, America has always had the view that they have to have roadblocks in place. And by roadblocks, I mean they have to have continuous conflicts across the Eurasian continent, be they in Afghanistan, be they in Ukraine, be they in the Middle East, or be they between India and China. It's in order to halt an economic development among a very formidable Euro-Asian bloc, should this bloc be allowed to prosper. So there is always an emphasis from the British and the American empires being seaborne to prevent a surplus economic area integration in Eurasia. So these conflicts that have been brewing, Jamal is just one example. Then you have more tangible conflict like the one Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, now Ukraine, are all roadblocks strategically created to stop this integration. And of course, the Nord Stream sabotage was also done with this theory in mind. So external meddling, particularly from the Anglo-Saxons, it's always a key factor when looking at these conflicts.